All right, welcome back to another episode of a Scare Me Tender podcast, Scare Me Tender show, whatever you want to call it. This is episode 4. I'm your host Tanner,
And I'm Will. And we are joined today by our friend Griffin. Welcome to the show, Griffin.
Hi, my name's Griffin. What's up, everybody?
Having Griffin on makes this a very special episode because this is our first guest, and we actually had a lot of flubs trying to get this shit to work, but we finally got this shit working. So I'm excited to get into it.
Me too.
I know you're dying to do it, Will. Will's fucking dying inside. I'm gonna address it, okay? Will's dying inside because he thinks that he doesn't have the brass cojones to record right now.
No, it's not that. It's just
because we had 2 failed recording attempts.
Technical difficulties are always,
they are a bummer.
It knocks down morale.
They're a bummer. I get it, but you gotta push past it, brother.
So last week, before we wrapped up, we're doing our top 5 horror movie lists. And you know what? I think we should start off with that. Let's do that, but we're gonna do Griffin. Do you know your top 5 horror movies?
Sorry, I have pot roast in my mouth.
Yeah, you did.
Give me a second. I wouldn't say I know my top 5.
Yeah. Give me like
let me see.
5 horror movies, or give me some movies that you
5
like.
memorable ones.
So for me, memorable. There's the Cube series. It's a sci-fi horror.
I've seen Cube
film.
Yeah, Cube.
Most people wouldn't consider it as a horror film, but I kind of do because you're trapped in a freaking dimensional
The
cube.
first one's good. I haven't seen the
I've
others.
watched all of them except for the newest one, but because they don't have it in English.
Right.
It's only in like Japanese or something.
Right.
So I was kind of upset about that.
But the first one's not Japanese.
No.
So it's like somehow they pivoted to.
I think they were making. I think the Japanese they were making their own version of it.
Right.
I think I'm turning Japanese.
Yeah.
I really think so.
But Cube is probably one of my top ones. Scream are solid.
Yeah.
But I only say that because like the
Scream
I like the TV shows.
Oh, you like the TV shows? You don't like the movies?
I like
TV horror.
I like the movies, but the TV shows add a wider dynamic because you're always trying to guess who's Scream.
Right.
In those, or who's Ghostface.
No, that's the same way the movies are.
Yeah, but this one they'll switch off from like four or 5 different people.
Oh, I thought you meant you just like TV horror shows more than you enjoy horror.
No.
He's talking about Scream, the TV series,
just
which I like.
Scream.
And my
favorite Scream is the first one, and that's probably the same with the scary movies as well. Just because it's a fucking perfect parody of Scream.
Scary Movie 1 and 2 are fucking great,
dude.
But I do like 1 better.
Yeah.
Because you got Officer Doofy.
Well, dude, and then you got.
And you didn't think it was.
You got Matthew,
my room, Sid.
Dude, you got Matthew Lillard, and then you got
Oh yeah, you said Matthew Lillard.
The 2 Wayans brothers.
Well, the Wayans brothers are in.
You know, there's actually
Scary
like
Movie.
30 Wayans.
No.
Like there's a.
It's a very large
There's
family.
a massive amount of Wayans.
But back on another movie would be when you said Matthew Lillard, I thought of 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts.
13
solid.
Ghosts is a.
It's not that good, but
I think it's a classic, and
it's a
I love
comfort
it.
movie.
It's solid.
It's something I can go back and watch. And then the Hellraiser movies are definitely. That's probably like one of my 4th ones.
I like Hellraiser 1.
Did you see the?
And I like the newest Hellraiser.
I haven't watched the newest one. That's the one I gotta
the
go
new.
watch.
It's on Hulu.
It's okay.
No, Hellraiser 1 is great, and the new Hellraiser is good. There's so many of them in between that I'm just like...
Yeah.
And they try to give Pinhead such a backstory that I'm like, this is...
And I have only seen the last one, which is the newest one.
The newest
You
one.
haven't seen the original?
No, you gotta go watch the original.
Yeah, you gotta watch the original.
Jesus,
and then,
but I definitely don't have to watch any of the sequels, though, right?
No, you don't have to.
Just like any.
They're not trash.
Massive,
They're just like I don't know.
They're just
any franchise that goes outside of the trilogy starts to become booty.
You're right.
Except for Star Wars.
Well, I mean, like
it was almost it's the weirdest thing because whenever it was Star Wars, they actually I liked 1, 2, and 3 better than 4, 5, and 6, just because I like Anakin's story a lot better than Luke's.
Really?
Yeah, I mean Anakin was dope and it was
I'm half
tragic,
and half
but it's
between
like
Right.
it makes the story more epic. You know what I mean?
I'm half and half between it.
I like the Disney ones.
And you got whoa,
I do.
hold up. And
The
everyone
animation.
everyone
No, the
shits
one,
on
like,
Phantom Menace, right?
7
Yeah.
or 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Force Awakens.
I gotcha.
I didn't like the last one. The Rise of Skywalker.
It was okay.
That was goofy.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay.
Palpatine's back. He's come back. We don't know
I didn't
how,
like
but he's
that,
back.
but
He's
I
always
did
back.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
He's horror
There were
himself.
cool scenes in it. But everyone shits on Episode 1, right? Phantom Menace.
I like Phantom Menace.
I like Phantom Menace too, and it has like the best fucking lightsaber.
But Attack of the
because,
Clones is
hold on,
my
because
favorite
it's
of
fucking
1, 2, and 3.
Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. Dude.
Yeah, but
We
Darth
were-
Maul
we
don't
were gonna
even
talk about
when he
this
whips
earlier.
out that double blade, because that's the first time you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless
yeah,
I
but
mean you would have
dude,
known.
whenever they have that battle after he kills Qui-Gon, spoiler alert.
Right.
If
Oh,
you haven't
everybody's seen
it
it by
Liam
now.
Neeson's
They
dead.
had to.
If
But
you haven't, you're
dude,
missing
when he
out.
pulls out that shit and he like, because Obi-Wan's whole thing was like, I was telling Griffin about this. Obi-Wan's whole like lightsaber stance, it was like the second form, I believe it was called, and it was mainly about defense and waiting for like the perfect opportunity. And I even told him like, I'm pretty sure like, whenever he fights Darth Maul in that fight, he only swings one time, and
When
it's
he
whenever
cuts him
he
in half.
slices him,
Yeah.
Right.
and it's like
When he
it's,
jumps
it's
up.
like precise,
So
and
the whole
everything
thing is
else
just him.
he's blocking everything, waiting for the perfect moment, and just shink.
He's just a parry god.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you played any Souls game, then you'll.
Is the new Obi-Wan
You'll know.
show good?
The show is good. Yeah,
I always liked Obi-Wan.
It is
just
good.
because of that fact of like his whole thing was like
it's him, and it's like
counter. As
They-
soon as I
they
heard that, I was
actually
like,
have-
young Princess Leia shit.
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah,
And who was it?
because you have the Inquisitors, and the what do they call them?
The sisters?
Well, there's the ninth sister,
The Ninth
ninth
Sisters.
brother,
Ninth
all that
brother?
shit. Well, there's
That might be Skyrim.
there's like those. That is, I think.
The Ninth
But
Brother.
there's this whole like bunch of people that they pretty much follow Darth Vader's commands, and so but they all wield lightsabers
the
as well.
Dark Brothers.
Yeah. Darth Vader's in that too, which is really nice.
the Dark
Darth
Brothers.
Vader's in that too,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah, so you see.
So they got
him
to see
square
him
off
come
with
back and play.
Anakin,
Anakin.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, he got to come back and play, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
I was actually very
Not that he's
excited.
doing
What,
when
and
it
he's in the
was-
Kenobi show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
Darth Vader in
He
it.
plays Darth Vader in all the new
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he's all fucked up, but he's got the suit on.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
the suit on,
Okay.
yeah.
They don't show him without the suit.
He's all fucked up.
You know what the fucked up thing about Darth Vader is? I'm gonna nerd out on Star Wars a little
Actually,
bit.
you know what? I think in
But
Ahsoka.
dude, hold on. Hold it in.
Okay.
You jumpy little. You're a jumpy guy.
Okay. Go
You're a
ahead.
jumpy little boy. But the fucking Darth Vader's armor apparently like restricted him from using the Force lightning, which is the Sith's main like force of power, and everything else that they get into is
Uh-huh.
whenever they start doing lightning. But like the Emperor made him this suit that he couldn't get out of that
Mhm.
restricted him from doing
Well,
it.
he wasn't gonna be
So,
doing nothing without
He
the
started
suit.
being a badass with his Force push and like pull and shit, because that was the only thing he could fucking do.
Right. Well, he did.
Choke
He's-
you to death.
He's
And
missing.
choke you.
He's missing all his arms.
He's
How's he gonna?
what do you mean?
He's missing all his
What,
arms.
is he like RoboCop?
I don't think he
In
had
the
it,
suit?
bro. When he gets cut down by Obi-Wan, he's got no arms and he's got no legs.
He doesn't cut all his limbs off. He cuts
Oh, he
like
leaves.
two.
He leaves the robot arm
He cuts
because he
like
already
two
had.
off.
Remember, he was already missing his.
No, that's like Anakin, isn't it? Or,
Anakin, yeah.
Yes.
Anakin was already missing a hand, and that's the same hand that he takes from Luke when
When
he
does
cuts
he-
his hand out.
When does Anakin lose his hand?
In Attack of the Clones, when he goes after Count Dooku. Count Dooku chops his arm off and throws him to the side, and then Yoda steps in and whoops.
It's
yeah.
so fast in the movie you don't notice it until you go back and watch it again. Same.
Well, that was my tidbit of information.
Right. But yeah, no, he's missing like all his fucking limbs.
I just wanted to hop on you a little bit, Will, because
No, I think though in Ahsoka they do actually show in like one of the scenes they show Anakin. It's in like this world between worlds type deal, where it's Anakin but he's not in Darth Vader's suit, so it's just Hayden Christensen. Like,
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
in Ahsoka.
in Ahsoka.
When
Ahsoka.
was Ahsoka? See, but when you
Ahsoka
think about,
takes
like,
place
when
bet-
would Ahsoka have taken place?
It
During,
takes
like
place-
the movies.
It takes place before
2?
Episode 1, and wait,
It's gotta
no,
be
it takes place before in between Episode
2 and 3.
3. Sorry, Episode 6 and Episode 7. So it's after the fall of the.
But Isn't Anakin already fucked up?
Yeah, he's gone. This is like a vision scene.
Oh.
Yeah. Like some alternate reality shit.
What are your other horror movies, Griffin? You listed 2 of them.
I listed like 4 already, but I like Jason, but I don't at the same time. But if I had to choose my favorite Jason movie that everybody hates, then it's Jason X.
Jason X.
But there's only because it's one scene where he freezes the woman's face and then smashes it, and it just shatters into pieces.
The movie's
That's like the coolest
it's the worst
scene.
one.
It's the worst one, but it's like the coolest scene out of the whole thing. And
how does he freeze a woman's face?
It's like cryo freeze. It's like dried
right,
ice.
Because it's in the
something.
future.
It's in the future.
Jason X takes place in the future in space.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say that's one of my top 5s, but it's
Leprechaun
one
How
of my...
did Jason get there?
He was frozen.
He was frozen, dude.
Yeah.
You never watched it, did you?
You have to watch it.
Dude, since you mentioned Leprechaun in space,
You
it
gotta
makes me
watch
think
it,
about,
man.
I'm pretty sure Leprechaun was like, he was on a meteor or something, and then like sent to the whatever place he is in that movie.
Leprechaun in space, dude. I'm pretty sure he has sex with like an alien.
No, he turns into a guy's dick.
Okay, there you
and
go.
then blows up.
That's insane.
Yeah. Bubba, you need to chill.
And then
He's not going to.
the Saw series. I like the Saw series.
I like
Did
one.
you see Jigsaw?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
That was with our
the
boy
new-
Chris
Wait, did you
Rock.
watch the new Saw?
I watched the newest one. It was
Saw 10 or whatever.
I wish like they
Heard it was
played.
Wait, man, Chris
It
Rock
was
was in
it,
fucking...
it was
He was
good.
in Spiral.
He was in
I just
Spiral. He
wish
was
they
in
would have made
Jigsaw.
more. Like how they did, like when they throw her in the needles.
Yeah, you wish
You
it was
know,
more.
I wish it
elaborate.
was more like that way
Right.
than any other. And then House of Wax definitely is one of my top ones. I don't know
Really?
if you guys watch.
I've seen House of Wax
Because they got
several
them
times.
like hanging from the hooks
Yeah,
and skinned alive.
you like that, huh? That
It's
gets
just,
you going.
it's just something about it. That's real horror to me.
Right.
Not like, people think of Freddy Krueger or something that's in your dreams. I think real horror is something that can actually happen to
Right.
you. Something that's real.
Right. Like cannibals.
No, well, yeah. What
Yeah.
movie's that from? Where they're eating the people at the dinner table.
Texas Chainsaw.
No, it's not
No,
Texas Chainsaw.
it's
So, I mean, they
it's,
do that
It's
in Texas
too. It's
Chainsaw.
no, they don't.
Devil
They do.
Advocates
They're eating
or-
people at the fucking dinner table
don't
where
think-
they're screaming. Yeah, they
I
are.
don't think they're eating people.
The family is cannibals in Texas Chainsaw 1.
But you're thinking about 2001 Maniacs
Yeah, what's
with the rednecks.
yeah? What's
Yeah,
that next?
it's 2001 Maniacs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie. The
Yeah.
South
Maniacs.
is going to rise again.
That's real. That's real stuff. That is real. Like that's real.
Right, but except for in that one at the end, they're actually like ghosts of like a Confederate
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But yeah, this group of tourists that are stopping by, they're on their way to like spring break or some shit, and they swing into this town, and it's like their town's like anniversary or something, and it's just like a bunch of like Confederate ass motherfuckers, and they're like eating people. There's one of the greatest scenes ever. There's a scene where Robert Englund's character, who also plays Freddy Krueger, he's there because he's the mayor, and he's got different like platters, and there's 3 heads, and he opens one and he goes, "Anybody want to dig in first?" And it's a white guy's head, and he goes, "Well, maybe you'd like some dark meat," and pulls it up, and there's a black guy's head, and then he goes,
Oh, God.
"Well, maybe something Oriental," and it's an Asian guy.
But
It stuck with me. I saw a movie when I was like, I want to say 7th grade, and I've never forgot that.
yeah, that and I don't think you could count this as a horror movie, but it's Tusk.
I like Tusk. That's a
That's
good
definitely
movie.
a horror movie.
Yeah.
To
When he turns
me,
into
it's
a walrus.
That's a horror
It is
movie.
that is a psychological.
Tusk.
Oh,
They did
That
my boy. They did. Justin Long's always getting the shit.
always
into
getting
this
the
day.
shit on.
A fucking walrus
Yes.
mentally. I mean,
Yes. So by the time they got him out, because they saved him
he
before he dies.
psychologically turned that
He's-
man into a walrus.
Bro, there's the end scene where they're like
I
at
mean,
the
Where
he's
zoo.
gonna
it
break
shows
out.
him?
His
Yes,
body's
and
all
he's at the
fucked up.
zoo, and he's like,
His only way out is like a RoboCop.
they have that
situation.
motherfucker in a zoo
Yeah.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
that and
In a zoo? Why would you put something like that? Kill that
He's an
man.
animal.
Kill him.
He's-
No, he's not.
he's
I
a
mean, they
human
should have put
animal.
him. They should have. He's become an animal. He is a walrus now.
Yeah.
See, people in the future are
Mr.
going to be
Tusk.
looking at that as like a thing in like their science classes because kids in their
Nobody's gonna be watching.
kids in their search for identity.
I hope they're not
Dude,
watching
nobody's
that.
watching
Human Centipede.
Tusk.
Oh
Dude.
no, I hope they're not
No,
watching that.
I'm
or
telling
Human
you.
Centipede.
Hold on. People are gonna be able
So
to.
you tie the mouth to the ass.
People are always talking about like identity and stuff, people are gonna be actually able to turn their bodies into different forms and stuff in the future.
That's like Crimes of the Future.
With DNA printing technology.
That's what they do. That's
like
like Crimes of the Future, where they're like making new organs for your body.
Yeah, I mean, they can make. Once you're able
They
to
can do that
actually,
now.
well, if you're able to
3D print.
actually
Yeah.
I just
become
3D printed a gun.
a woman,
Your heart-
are you now a woman? If you're actually able to become a woman, like DNA wise and everything, are you then at that point? Or like, if
All
I
right, that's a
wanted
hot
to,
topic. We're not going to talk
if
about.
you wanted to be a black guy for a day, is that racist?
This is how I feel
Yeah.
inside.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
That-
yes, it
is.
is.
That's some
Yes, it is.
fucked up shit.
But,
If I put blackface on and I walk around
That's
That's definitely
talking
not
jive, is that
That's-
racist?
Yes.
yes, it is definitely. And then teeth. You ever seen?
Oh, she's got teeth in her vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it like halfway through that, and I was like, I'm
oh,
done.
no.
I'm good.
I can never have
I didn't
sex.
watch
That
it
can
all the way
happen to
through
me.
either.
I was like 12.
Right. Yeah, you see, your household was different than mine, where your parents did not give a fuck what you watched.
No, they cared. Like I couldn't.
But you could
listen,
get away with it.
I couldn't listen to Eminem without.
Really?
Yeah. So like, my mom was found out I was listening to Eminem when I was like 10, and she was like, "I don't want you listening to that music." But then she throws Kid Rock on, and
Right.
and we're over there.
It's
like,
just Kid
It's
Rock.
good to be
Damn,
American
American
badass.
badass. Got my middle finger swinging.
or I'm a dirtbag or whatever. You know,
Right.
he's got songs like that.
Ball with a ball to bang.
Bang,
I like
bang,
Kid
bang,
Rock.
boogie, boogie.
Up jump the boogie.
You
All
know,
I know
stuff
is
like that.
him
So.
doing the porno with the lead singer of Creed, Scott Stapp, and saying it feels good to be the king.
What? He hasn't. Like they have sex.
No, they have sex with women beside each other, and it's filmed.
It's filmed.
I ain't never
And
seen
Kid
that.
Rock says at the camera, "It feels good to be."
I
the
don't know
king."
what he's watching, but
Yeah.
if not
Well,
my.
that's just a famous story.
That ain't my Kid Rock.
I haven't seen the video.
Oh, maybe there is no video.
I just
Maybe it's
know
just a
that-
story.
I think it's real though. I didn't
That's a
just
pretty
make
good
that up.
story.
I'm not. I mean, I would not put it past them. They're celebrities, so if they were on tour together, who knows?
What's the greatest story you've ever heard, Griffin?
The greatest story. The greatest story ever told is the story of Jesus Christ.
That's
boy.
what I'm saying, dude. The greatest ever, dude. Ooh,
10 Commandments.
I'm getting chills. I just love
Moses.
Moses. The books of all books ever made.
David dropped 1,200 foreskins on the Pharaoh's lap. How about that?
Do what? David wasn't around the pharaohs.
Or the king, or whatever.
I get you.
No,
King.
like some king had to make David like go and
Go
cut
get
off
foreskins?
1,200 foreskins of like men in battle
Hell yeah.
that he had killed.
That's pretty
and
fire,
he put
though,
them in
dude.
a satchel
That's like
and dropped
That
it
was
at
his
his
winnings?
fucking
that's
feet.
like Nazi scalps.
Those winning, like, you know, people taking ears.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but he did it.
Well, that's like in Inglorious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
The Bastards. Brad Pitt has his guys collect Nazi
Oh,
scalps.
my, yeah.
And I want my scalps.
It's been a minute since I've seen.
And you're going to
Inglourious
get me my
Basterds.
scalps.
Whenever I hear Inglorious Bastards, I think about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where Robert, or what's his name, Leo DiCaprio's backstory or whatever is like he was doing a Nazi movie
Oh,
where
with
with
the-
the flamethrower.
The 14 Fifths of McCluskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That
Anybody
movie's
want
really
a
good.
fried sauerkraut?
Dude, can we just talk about how good a fucking movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
It is so good.
It's so good.
Well, it's good. It's Tarantino, man. Tarantino doesn't miss.
It's so good, dude.
He's got his. He's supposed to be doing his last movie.
And then like I don't even really
Supposed
like.
to be.
Right.
No,
I don't
it's,
even
it's
really
not
like-
his last.
I don't feel like it will be. He's only 60.
I would say I do like, but I don't really enjoy mostly like a lot of druggy scenes. But like the acid trip or whatever with Brad Pitt is so good.
Yeah, but he's not. You don't even see like
Are you
the.
talking about the
You don't
meme?
see the weird shit.
No, like the whole just scene.
He
in
takes-
the
he
movie,
takes
whenever
acid.
it gets to that point,
And
yeah,
then,
and he's got the gun.
and then he
I know
kills
he's
the
talking
And then he,
Yeah.
he sicks the dog on him. But you don't see all the visuals and shit, which is kind of what makes it cool because you don't see it from his point of view. You just see like where
Yeah, but it's relatable.
where
how
Austin
he's acting.
Austin Butler's character walks in and he's like, "I know you," and he's like, "I'm the devil and I'm here to do the devil." He's like, "Nah, it was something stupider than that." Shoot him, Tex. Tex, that's it.
I got a buddy named Tex. He's pretty.
I'm as real as a
He's pretty
donut,
fucking funny.
motherfucker.
Tex is like a username that I use for.
Well,
a
that was
lot
Tex Watson from the
video
Manson
games.
murders.
Because I just put like a T3.
My buddy was from Texas and he was in the army.
They
So
call
he
him
called me
Going
Tex.
backwards is.
Private
E,
Snowball.
and then S.
Bet you suck a golf ball through a
Garden
garden hose.
hose. Full Metal Jacket.
Private Joker, we got a fucking comedian. I like you.
God
You can
damn
go home
it,
and
Private Gum, you might be the smartest motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
you can go home and fuck my sister.
You can go home and fuck my
Dude,
sister.
that guy was he was born to play. That's Arlie Ermey was a drill
He was
instructor.
He
drill
was a
instructor.
psycho.
They got a real drill instructor for that movie.
Yeah.
And that's still one of my favorite movies.
And that
It's
guy,
so
Full
good.
Metal Jacket.
and that guy actually unalived himself on that movie.
No, he didn't. It's Vincent D'Onofrio.
and the actor for the
No.
drill sergeant, he killed both of them. It
No,
actually happened.
Yeah, that really
Neither.
happened.
Well, all recorded media is
Full
real.
Right, that's
Metal
right. We just got
Jacket.
You just gotta believe.
the ending scene of that movie where they're walking across the field.
MICKEYMOUSE.
It's iconic.
Mickey Mouse.
They don't give a
Mickey
fuck.
Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
They're just
Mickey
like at that
Mouse.
point they've all become like mindless killing machines.
And that was the whole point.
They
of
were
that
gonna
scene.
fight,
Yeah.
They definitely ran it home.
That's when you
with
know
that
that
one.
like the people they started out as in the beginning of the movie are no longer those same people. That's why that movie is it's fucking powerful. Because
Oh,
it takes
yeah.
because the
The
first half
time
of
I
that
saw it, I cried several times.
the first half of that movie is
Yes.
them at the base, and then after he kills himself and the drill sergeant, then it swaps to them being in Nam. Yeah, and they bring it home. Me love you long time.
It
I want to
doesn't
suck you,
end
suck
on a good
you.
note either. It ends
No.
on a sour note.
Buku to buku to buku. It's talking about the Africans.
Yes, it's a very good movie. But see, again, great filmmaker Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, you know, the best film that Stanley Kubrick ever filmed, I would say, is probably The Moon Landing in 1969. It was the best, you know.
Yeah, it's great.
For those of you who don't know,
It's
that's
funny
what a
that-
lot of people were.
Right, they think Stanley Kubrick was
Yeah,
hired
it's
to
one
film
of those
that.
conspiracy theories.
It happens.
I'm not gonna say it's not that far fetched, but
I
I think we went to the moon, and I think that was real footage.
I think so too.
The flag moving a little bit. It's not necessarily.
it's-
It's not necessarily blowing in the wind, but it could just be moving due to rotation or something like
Dude.
that. I don't know, dude.
Last
I'm
summer-
not a scientist,
last
and neither
summer-
are the people saying that we didn't land on the moon.
Last summer, the restaurant I was working at, we had a bunch of J1 students, which, if you guys don't know, they're people who come from other countries that are college students. They come here to work, and then they take that money and go back home.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bunch of them from Russia. And I remember talking to one of them, dude, and he was like, "You didn't go to the moon." He's like, "That shit is American propaganda." And I was like, "You ever seen Rocky 4? Fuck you."
You ever seen Rocky 4?
I was like, bruh. I was like, "Yeah."
Ivan Drago.
He's like, "No, I've
motherfucker.
never seen that." And I'm like, "Dude, go home and watch it."
Why don't you go take some steroids, you fucking
Yeah, fucking
psycho?
damn red son of a bitch. You commie bastard.
don't
I
think
met
I've
some
ever-
of them though down here that were nice though,
Yeah, me too.
but they were the ladies. It was really weird.
They were ladies.
I've
Yeah.
definitely met some nice Russian people,
I ain't never met a good
or
one.
like
They were all ladies though. It was like
Oh,
3
gotcha.
of them.
different areas of Europe, you know,
Oh.
people.
Ugh, where are we at on time?
You got 23 minutes.
We're at 23.
That's the
Yeah.
real horror.
All right, I think
I mean,
it's
we
time
could-
to take a little break,
Absolutely.
and we'll be back after these ads.
And I gotta say, this ad might be one of the best ads we've ever made,
Oh yeah.
hands down, without a doubt. So I hope everyone who listens to this enjoys it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. But we'll be back.
Okay, let's do this. I got Lizard Man shit pulled up. So today we're gonna talk about the Lizard Man of Lee County.
Exactly.
God, such a fucking drag.
Do you wanna?
Shit's gay.
Do you wanna start with that, or do you wanna?
Yeah, we'll just segue into Lizard
do
Man.
we
At this
just-
point, man, I've talked about this motherfucker 3 times. I want to get the shit over with.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're back from the break. We got your boy Griff.
Is it
Griffy
recording now?
Doggy Dog. It's recording.
Oh, sweet.
I was just trying to give us a little leeway
Word.
so we could, warm up into it.
Hell yeah.
Slide on in between the
Yes,
crevices.
sir.
Woo.
Y'all some goofballs.
I'm excited to be here.
That's what I like to hear, dude.
Yeah, that's the enthusiasm you're looking for.
That's what I'm saying. And I know you're doing a joke.
Goddamn happy to be
I know
here
you're doing
right
a
now.
joke,
Really
but
better
like
feeling
in a
himself.
reverse psychology kind of way, it does work. Like,
Because the viewers are then happy to listen.
Well,
listen,
it makes
they're not. Wait, what is
well,
it?
I'm saying it makes the dynamic of us like recording this whole thing more fun because I know you're fucking around when you do that,
Right.
and then I play into it.
What's
like
the whole
vice
thing? It's
versa.
like they're.
So
It's,
like, when if you do something over the top but make it obviously like fake?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
I do. I do. God damn it!
God damn! Don't chip
Technical-
over my Miller. God damn it!
Technical difficulties.
You got a Miller?
You have a Miller under the
You
bed.
got a Miller under the bed?
In that
We're shooting from a different studio location today.
Why?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had to wrap up episode 4 at a different location because we just had too many technical
today-
problems. It got too late.
It did. And today's Super Bowl Sunday, so.
Go 69ers.
I was gonna say comment under the
Yeah,
post.
who would you rather win, the Chefs or the 69ers?
Guys, why don't you go ahead and comment your favorite sports ball team?
I love all teams.
I go my favorite sports
Have
team.
you ever- have
tell
you-
us about the halftime show?
Have you?
Taylor Swift's gonna come out there and
She's not the halftime show.
Yes, she is.
Taylor Swift is not the halftime show.
Who is
Someone
it?
told me she was.
She's not.
Yeah,
No.
because she's
Usher.
dating what's his
It's
name from the
Usher, yeah,
Chiefs.
yeah.
Also, she costs too much.
Usher.
She costs too much, bro. Her studio.
Well,
I mean,
you
her
trying to say Usher's broke?
probably.
No, I'm
When's the
saying
last time
Taylor
you heard
Swift costs more than Usher though.
When's the last time you heard an Usher album?
Not a new recent one. No.
Never.
Not
Yeah.
the old ones, yeah.
I
definitely.
honestly
Fucking-
I couldn't tell you a single Usher
By the
song.
way, nobody knows this because you're not looking. Oh wait, you're not you're not looking. You can't see. But I hate the 49ers.
Will's got his
I'm a Cowboys fan.
He's a Cowgirls fan.
But I don't have any Chiefs gear either because I'm a loyal Dallas boy.
Will's got his own separate pride going
So
on right
I
now.
wore
with the-
one of my Taylor Swift shirts because I'm a big Swiftie,
He's a big Swiftie. He needs to go back to Texas.
and I'm a big Swiftie, and so I wore my Taylor Swift shirt to show that I'm rocking with the Chiefs tonight because fuck the 49ers. Hate San Fran.
What are they, just old ass miners?
The 49ers, yeah, that's the mascot.
That's just, it's not even a miner,
That's
bro.
not
It's
bad.
just
Minor
the
49er.
49ers.
From Scooby-Doo.
What is that, the gold rush, right?
Yeah.
So they weren't even miners, bro. They were just fucking around with pots and pans in a damn
Yeah, they were
stream.
prospectors. Looking for gold.
They
man.
just had cooking tools in a damn river.
Hell yeah, they had gold fever. But anyway, let's segue. Today we're going to talk about, and I know, Tanner, I know you've heard of this, but Griffin, have you ever heard of the Lizard Man of Scapor Swamp?
I think you mentioned it a couple times.
But you are, and he's South Carolina
But
native.
I
Right.
haven't heard of him. No.
If you're not from South Carolina, I highly doubt you've ever heard of this dude. But the Lizard Man of Scapor Swamp is kind of like it's like a local Bigfoot almost. Wouldn't you say, Tanner? It's like a local Bigfoot.
He's a local legend.
He's a legend.
You might see him on the back of a Palmetto Moon shirt.
You might. Oh yeah, yeah. Old Row. But yeah, no, the Lizard Man. And if you're not from South Carolina, you probably never heard of this guy. Griffin is from South Carolina, and he's never
Never.
he's never heard
He
of
has
him.
never heard of these.
He's never heard of him either. So we're gonna talk about the Lizard Man of Lee County. And so I'm just gonna hop into it, boys. Are you ready?
Oh fuck.
Are we ready?
Are you buckled in?
Get her done.
All right. So our story begins July 14th, 1988. The Lee County Sheriff's Office investigated a report of a car damaged. And just so you guys
They
know,
investigated a report?
I know it's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
Crazy.
nuts.
That's
I'm gonna
what
give a
they
little
do.
background. Lee County it borders Horry County, which is where we're located. So it's in South Carolina. Inside of Lee County is a town called Bishopville. Right outside of Bishopville is the town of you're gonna laugh. The area of Browntown. Browntown, and that is where our
Brown's
story.
going to the Super Bowl. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Browntown.
Coochie
So you
pink
got that
and my booty
Browntown
all
frown.
brown.
So we're gonna that's where our story begins is Browntown, and it begins July 14th, 1988.
Not to be
Um,
confused with Pound Town from,
No.
legendary
1980 before I was
hip hop
born.
superstar Sexy Red,
Let's quote that.
but very similar.
Is that a song by her?
Pound Town, yeah.
Yeah.
My coochie pink, my booty hole
Go
brown.
That's an actual song.
Take me to Pound Town.
Yeah, I don't know.
Quit
the-
playing.
Won't you take me to Pound Town?
No.
Won't you take me to Browntown?
Come suck a bitch toes.
Is that what she says? She's nasty.
I'm looking for the hose.
She's looking for the hose. Come suck a bitch toes. Who's this sexy red? She looks like a germ, dude. She's gross. She's like the female version of like
Don't say it,
in
because
looks.
I know who you're thinking, but I love Trippy Red. But you said
Oh, yeah.
I
He's
mean,
a-
he used to nefariously look like bacteria.
Bro, that dude looks like
Yeah.
He looked like
That-
like SARS
that's
19.
yeah. I was gonna say that's COVID right there.
Sorry.
I got SARS. I got cars with SARS. Sounds like a beginning of a Dr. Seuss book. Could you do it with SARS and cars?
Can you have SARS in a car?
Can you have SARS in cars? All right. Anyway, let's get into this. So, in 1988, the Lee County Sheriff's Office investigated a report of a car damaged overnight while parked at a home in the area of Browntown, outside Bishopville, South Carolina, on the edges of the Scape-Ore Swamp. The car reportedly had tooth marks and scratches with hair, and you guys feel free to jump in if you have any comments or questions.
I've seen the
I'm
picture
sure I can
of
answer.
the car,
Oh yeah.
and I because there's this page that I follow.
Oh, don't
on
forget to
Instagram
throw our
called
pic-
like Official Sauce or whatever of
Yeah.
South Carolina, and usually they only post like hip hop stuff or just like local, not really local news, but just stuff for the state.
Local urban stuff.
Yeah, you know.
You
But
know, Ebonics and
recently they just made some highlight. It was like, anybody remember the lizard man of Skateboard Swamp?
Really?
Yeah, and it showed the whole clip from like the news interview with the one dude.
That's wild.
I can't remember his name, but
I'll drop it for you. So the car reportedly had tooth marks and scratches with hair and muddy footprints left behind. Sheriff of Bishopville, not Sheriff of Browntown, Sheriff of Browntown, Liston Truesdale noted that this was the start of various claims that eventually fit into a story about a lizard man in the swamp. Prompted by the news of the vehicle damage, 17-year-old, and this is the guy that started this whole shit. 17-year-old local Christopher Davis. He was apparently, I'm gonna get off script here, but so yeah, he was driving home one night. Dude stops to change a flat tire. Out of the goddamn bushes jumps the old lizard man.
6'3".
Is
Long, tan, and handsome.
He wasn't 6'3". This motherfucker was 7 foot tall. Had 3 fingers, red eyes, skin like a lizard.
In
3
total,
fingers,
or like
dude.
3 fingers.
in total, or
Well, I'm guessing 3 fingers on each hand.
like one
Because
in
that's
the
so
middle?
he had like one long middle finger and like 2 like
Yeah.
this.
Well, you can't
Like,
count the
He's got
thumb.
one on each hand and then one
you know what
just
they say.
on his chest.
You know what they say. Bad joke time. Bad joke alert. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Yeah.
Bad joke alert. Is
Bad
that
joke
a-
alert. Bad joke alert. So anyway, Christopher Davis says he saw this thing. He said it was green, wet like.
Hot boy alert.
Yeah.
Cute boys alert.
7 foot tall. Yeah, ladies, if you're looking for a man.
You're looking for a cute hot boy.
He was a
We
tall,
got 3 of them today.
a tall, dark stranger. 3 fingers, red eyes, skin like a lizard, snake-like scales, slant eyes. That's
Slanted eyes.
Slanted
Slant or
eyes.
slanted?
No, slanted eyes. This is
What
what.
the hell is slinted?
Damn,
It's got-
maybe I'm lizard man.
Look,
I don't know.
it's got quotes around it, so this is what he actually said. He described, which I'm guessing is what wound up in the police report.
Griffin,
wonder
you
what
do
he
have
was
some
doing.
reptile.
I got some reptile
eyes.
Dude,
yeah.
I wonder if the police were like slant eyes, like a chink,
Like a Chinaman?
like
back,
a Chinaman.
back then in 1988,
Yeah.
of course.
Like, God damn it, a Chinaman in Bishopville, South Carolina.
We gotta find him.
How
we
did-
gotta
how
find
And
did
he's
he get over
7
here?
foot tall,
Yeah.
dude.
How did he get over here?
Dude, a 7 foot tall Chinaman running around the swamp,
Dude.
butt naked,
Hurrah!
biting cars and shit. That's horrifying.
Dude, we might get canceled for this one. Yeah, we might get canceled for this one. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
We're never gonna get canceled for that one.
I'll
Yeah.
have to look at that at 10 minutes evenly.
Heck yeah.
According to Davis, he was driving
Ah.
home from work. He was working fast food, got a flat tire, went to fix it. Thing jumps out.
Exposes itself.
Davis got in his car and began to drive, but the creature was soon on top of the car. He applied his brakes, causing the creature to roll off the car, giving Davis enough time to escape.
Okay,
So after this, he tells the police, news coverage goes bananas. Absolutely
he
crazy.
throws it off the front,
Oh
and
yeah.
then what? He drives around it or backs
He
up? What?
he doesn't
He just
say.
escapes?
He just says I hit the brakes, thing flew off the car. I'm guessing he wheeled around it and took off.
He did.
But
Turn that notification off, sir.
after
Mom,
after this, local businesses began selling Lizard Man T-shirts, and the local Chamber of Commerce encouraged the media attention as good for the community. So everybody was on board in Bishopville. They were like, "Holy shit, we're finally on the map for something," right?
I've seen it. They've seen it. We've seen it.
Years later, Turbyville will be known as a speed
I
trap
think it's in
on the
the
way
water.
to Charleston. But it's nefariously known as, like, if you're traveling from, like, Myrtle Beach on the way to
Any
Charleston,
big city
Turbyville is like well, it's not a big city, it's small.
I know,
but
but
the
I'm saying
cops
any
just set
big
up,
city
yeah.
is a go-to trap here.
Yeah.
Cops ain't got nothing
So anyway,
else to do.
After his sighting, there's a ton of attention. There's visitors coming in.
I seen that bitch.
Number
She was
of
on
sightings.
my roof.
Yeah, everybody and their brother seeing the Lizard Man. The next notable sighting, though, was on August 5th by a man named Kenneth Orr. He was an airman stationed at Shaw Air Force Base. He filed a police report alleging that he had encountered the Lizard Man on Highway 15 and he had shot and wounded it.
Sheriff Force shot and wounded somebody.
Yep. He presented several scales and a small quantity of blood as evidence. Orr recounted his account 2 days later when he was arraigned for unlawfully carrying a pistol and the misdemeanor offenses of filing a false police report.
Because it's stupid.
So he's like, "Yeah, I shot it." Oh, wait,
With
no,
what?
I'm arrested? I didn't have no gun.
I didn't have no
I ain't
blood.
never done nothing to nobody.
There ain't no blood. What you talking about?
Yeah. So he dropped his thing. According to Orr, he had hoaxed the sighting in order to keep stories about the Lizard Man in circulation. I don't know why he felt so, he's like, I gotta keep the stories going. I have no clue.
We gotta keep this shit afloat.
Something's wrong with the guy, obviously. But,
If I don't have Lizard Man, I don't got
It's
nothing.
just like every other story.
Right.
You know, somebody gets attached to it.
mhm.
And
After
then-
that, reports of the creature
on.
gradually declined at the end of the summer. Local law enforcement officials speculated that the sightings were likely to have been a bear. Because what lizard do you know that has fucking hair? And people were just giving,
And
I mean, they
7
got
feet
hair.
tall.
You just see the scales.
It's a hairy lizard.
You blame a bearded dragon. He got hair.
The next one, this is like the last big time that it was in the news was 2008. CNN mentioned the Lizard Man legend in a story about a couple in Bishopville who reported damage to their vehicle, including blood traces. The blood traces were, however, found to be from a domesticated dog. Though the local sheriff suggested it might have been a coyote.
What'd she do
or
to her
wolf.
dog?
I don't know. Did she hit somebody's fucking mutt though? That's
Hit somebody's mutt and blamed
Yeah,
it
that's
on
the
This
sad
ain't
thing.
lizard. This is dog meat.
Oh, they also, in 2015, the local
Fallout.
television station featured photos and videos from a man named Jim Wilson,
Dude, they
which we're
thought it
gonna
was
put.
a death claw, but it was actually just dog meat.
Make
The
sure we
fucking
include
companion.
make sure we include the pictures from Jim Wilson. Those are those ones that I sent you because they're absolutely fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
of the rubber suit, yeah.
Well, don't say it. God damn it, it was real.
It just popped up on the screen, dude.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, now you know. Well, you
Yeah,
know. Well, listen, we don't want to ruin any.
What is
Somebody
con-
might think that's real. I think it's real.
What does Kanye say? You gotta think fourth dimensionally. I'm just,
Now, what about this? Here's an interesting.
and we're not aligning with any of Kanye's
Here's an interesting theory.
Bullshit.
any
What
of his
if?
shit.
What if the Lizard Man was real?
He's too hot for me to align.
What if he was a reptilian? What if he was an alien? That would explain the three fingers.
Oh, what, the alien?
Like a sleeve stack type
like-
deal, yeah.
Predator? Or,
like from Land of the
or like
Lost?
aliens?
Like aliens, not no fucking Alien versus Predator.
No.
AVP!
Not them?
No, not them.
The only other aliens that are reptiles that I can think about in any other cinema is
Sleeve
from Zathura.
Oh yeah, well they're like but Star Trek, the Gorn.
Gorn. Why?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know
That
that.
looks
I'm not
it
that
looks
big on
just
Star
like
Trek.
the thing
No,
from
they had-
Zathura.
They had chimeras. The chimeras were like lizard-like.
What's that from?
That's from that show Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
like
are
the
they
second,
aliens?
The second season.
Yeah.
Are they
Chimera.
aliens or
They
just
weren't
like
aliens.
No,
No,
a creature?
It was-
like
it
a
looked-
chimera.
it looked like the Lizard Man.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked like Lizard Man.
That was about as far as I got in that show. I stopped watching when it was
It
on.
got a little bit ridiculous.
When it was on TV, I watched first and second season. I was probably like 17 at the time, so I was right in that demographic for the show. But
I was watching.
I enjoyed it.
Younger than you.
I think later on they ended up being like introducing like shadow demons or something crazy.
They had a lot of a fox spirit. She had a samurai sword.
Oh yeah,
There was then the newest season that they just released. I didn't watch all of it, or I think it might have been a movie.
I think it's a movie.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
They brought Alice back because she had died. Spoiler alert.
Well, since we're on
I think
this
they
thing
killed
of-
off Styles too.
Styles didn't want to do it anymore.
I think they killed his character
Oh,
off.
is that from Walking Dead?
No.
No, that was Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Could've sworn
Styles was one of my favorite characters.
He was
on
from
that
Walking
show,
Dead, right? There's
No.
a Styles?
No.
No.
You talking about Shane?
Anyway, since we're on
Bro, I
Lizard
don't know. I
Dude,
don't watch that shit.
I don't watch any
I
of
like
that
Walking
shit.
Dead.
Since we're on, and I'm not digging it either. I just every episode is a movie.
Which one?
Oh yeah, 13
Walking
Ghosts. 13 Ghosts is coming out with a
TV series?
TV series.
With
That's what I
backstories?
was trying to show y'all.
But
Yeah.
since we're on this thing of lizard
That's pretty
people,
cool though.
if y'all can remember any,
I saw
what
they
are
were
some?
gonna
What
do
are
that.
other like lizard men that we've seen in like cinema or TV and shit that has
No,
been
Nate said
actually?
one. Teen Wolf. That's Chimera. Lizard Man. Sleestack. It's an alien. I don't know.
Is it an
Lizard
alien?
lick toe and
Sleestacks? Yeah, they're like interdimensional. Well, yeah.
They're not really alien.
They're just from a different dimension. They're interdimensional beings.
Yeah, but
Because
it's
Land
still
of the Lost
technically Earth, I
Mhm.
suppose.
Well, I mean, it's a different dimensional Earth.
It's inner space, dude. The macroverse.
I mean, they got Lizard Man, the Terror of the Swamp with the horror, but that looks god awful.
Oh, dude, you
I'm
remember?
sure. Put that up, dude. Send us that picture. We'll throw that in there.
That looks crazy.
Yeah.
Is she pregnant?
Oh, dude, wait. I
Oh.
forgot about the most famous of all time. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Gillman.
Yeah.
Well, he's more fish. He's not a lizard.
He's something.
He's got
They're
gills
all
though.
reptilians.
He got scales. He's a reptile.
Reptilians don't have gills.
Fish don't have legs. And he has those.
Shit.
The Gill Man. The Fluke Man.
Shit.
What you doing
The
in
Flu
my
Man didn't have
walls?
no legs either.
Bro, Fluke Man was a fat motherfucker.
He was a unit.
Bro, he was built like...
He was all muscle, baby.
Would you hit?
Honestly,
Bro, that mouth.
absolutely.
Did you ever watch
That's
X-Files?
like glock, glock.
You should watch X-Files, Griffin, if you've never seen it.
Ooh, X-Files. You remember that episode with the dude who like could change you to he was like a werewolf, but the opposite. Like he was normally a lizard man, but on a full moon
Oh,
he turned
yeah.
into a
Turn
human.
into-
It was Mulder, and
Yeah.
that's actually like top 5 favorite episodes. I think
that
it's
was
one
a
of the
really
best.
good episode,
Scully
yeah.
and it's the only good episode from the newer season, the newest season. Scully and Mulder meet the
I don't
weremonster.
think that was the newest season because I'm pretty
It
sure
was the
they
second
made
to
something.
last,
Well, I remember
but it was
seeing
where
that
they had come back.
when I was maybe like 11.
Yeah, no, but okay, so the show ended in like 2000 maybe,
Probably 2000.
and then
And then
it
came
didn't
back.
come back until like 2016, and then they had 2 more seasons, and that was in the first season of the relaunch.
Which is rare. Most of the time that doesn't happen.
Right,
Well, whenever they had
and now they're working on a whole
whenever
new
they had
spin-off.
initially stopped, was that whenever they had
Yeah, 'cause they got
replaced
nothing else to
Mulder and
make.
Scully?
Right, they just keep rehashing.
Was
old
that when they
ideas.
had already replaced Mulder and Scully? Whenever they initially
Yeah, when they
cut
ended,
it off because they were
So-
like, okay, ratings are
Right.
booty now.
So when they ended the show, it had gone down to it was Doggett, which is Chris Cooper, and Annabeth Gish's character, and I don't know Monica Reyes, I think was her name. So it was those two because they had moved Mulder out because he was supposedly dead or something like that,
And then they just got rid of Scully.
and then Scully had moved on. But then they did the movie to end the entire series, which was I Want to Believe, and they brought Mulder and Scully back.
And then after that they've made new seasons.
Right,
with
but
Mulder
they did,
and
but they
Scully
didn't
now.
make those new seasons until like I want to say like 10 years later.
You remember? I was gonna pull up some information about. Well, I guess this is kind of a segue because
It's cool.
it's a different cryptid, but like the Jersey Devil,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're on X Files. The Jersey Devil depiction in X Files is completely different than every other depiction of the Jersey Devil.
It's like a Bushman.
Well, yeah, that was Did we talk about the
We
Bushman?
we didn't talk about Bushman, but we will talk about him because there is a South Carolina Bushman. But
He's
we'll
a
do that
juicy
in a
one.
different. We'll do that in a different episode.
We'll
'Cause
get
we're
into
gonna have-
Jersey Devil. I want to say Bushman because he's a local legend.
Yeah, we're gonna do all those local legends. I've got a
Yeah.
whole list of them.
Got to put him in the
You
title.
say Jersey Devil, and I keep thinking of
What
the
are-
video game.
Speaking of which, what are we gonna
What's the
call
video
this
game?
episode?
Little video game, Jersey Devil.
Not familiar.
You probably it's old.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
old
It
that.
looks like
old
Sonic.
school.
Sonic
It
Underground.
looks like, You ever played that Bones game? What's it called? It's
Medieval.
Medieval, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the same terrain and graphics.
Yeah, what was that character's name? Billy Bones or something?
It's something I think funny.
Bootstrap Bill.
Billy Bondswaggle.
Yo, Benny Bondswaggle. The armpit fighter. Shout out Country Bears. It's a great movie.
So good.
Where are we at on time for this one?
20. What are we gonna name this?
I don't know. Let's figure out a name, and then I guess we'll do a wrap up.
I mean, it's gonna end with featuring Griff.
What you mean?
Just because that's like with the title.
Oh yeah, I got
It'd be
you.
like episode 4, you know.
Just put my head
Colon.
on a griffin.
What'd
You
you
just throw a picture up there of your head on a griffin.
Yeah.
Well, if you send us
featuring Griff?
if you send us
We
that
need you
picture,
to send us something.
yeah, if you
bro.
edit that picture,
Oh.
we'll
Okay.
you can do that.
Take
You're,
like 2
send
seconds.
it-
fucking, you're a computer man.
That take 2
Yeah, bro.
seconds. To
He's
do
a
that.
coder.
I
Send
did
us
on my
some-
phone.
He's
Bro.
a science bitch.
Code us some cute pics of you.
Oh yeah.
Send that, and we'll put that in the thumbnail.
Kawaii, show me some.
We
send me
need your
some
cute
kawaii
face
pictures.
for the yeah,
Yeah.
click through
No.
ratio.
Kawaii cookies for daddy. No,
You know,
we'll call
you
this
just
one.
held up your finger, and that was like the anime girl, right? like
They
when
do-
she's
they
like
do
doing
like-
a voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
that
do.
or whatever.
We'll call
But
this
then they
one
crossed their eyes. I can't do that shit.
Me and I was playing Final
Lizard Man of
Fantasy
Kawaii
7,
Swamp.
and there's no dialogue in the original, right? So I like to like read out. I like to try to read out the different characters and give them like different voices, just as like
Yeah, I do that
practice
for my
and
dog.
shit. But Desiree wanted to do some too, so I let her, and then she did this really good one for the fucking dog, but it just sounded like Yoda like gargling or something. Yeah. But
It's Gizmo.
Jesus Christ.
Magawa.
Have you speaking of really high annoying voices, have you seen any of like the parody songs but it's like Toad covers?
No,
Of, like Toad from Mario singing
I
it?
knew you were talking about Toad from Mario. But
Well,
no,
when he
I've
said
not.
Toad, I was thinking Toad from Futurama, where the Hypno Toad.
Oh, Hypno Toad. I was
thought
thinking
he
Toad
made
from
music.
X-Men 1.
I thought he made music.
I thought you
It's
were
like
talking about
most forgettable character ever in an X-Men movie. Fucking Toad.
What did he do again?
He was with Magneto, and then like at the end
Died.
he's fighting Storm, and he's got his tongue tied around a damn like a light pole, and she's like says some like fucking, because she's always got one-liners about the weather. She gives him like a one-liner, and he gets struck by lightning, and
here's your
fucking
forecast,
he's
bitch.
dead. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm a fucking
That's literally.
jockey.
Listen, I was watching X3 the other morning because I
I'm a
was
dirty
like looking.
culture.
I was looking for things to watch, and when they have Juggernaut come in, he's got a line where he's running after somebody, and he's like, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." and,
I've got a huge boner.
and we're gonna just leave it at that. So, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I'm Will.
Do you want to do that again?
Nah, just let it roll. I'm Will.
Do it again.
Guys, we're gonna end it on that. We'll
Do it again. I gotta get these coughs out.
okay, we're done. See you next week, guys. I'm Will.
Do it again.
I'm Griffin.
This is
Can't be
Tanner.
an asshole.
This is Scare Me Tender. Thanks for listening, guys.
Don't smoke marijuana.
Smash that like